I know.
Bloody Florida.
What has gone
I
wrong?
only know Celsius, so you're getting Celsius. Give me a second.
Yeah, I was literally just comparing it.
Make it American.
10.5.
10.5. Oh, I wish for 10.5.
It's 13 here.
What is it?
Actually, I don't know what I'm complaining about. It's only 7, according to Google.
God, I feel like it's getting colder too.
It's currently
Wintertime.
12.
It's
It's
43
been raining
here.
all day as well.
It's going to get down into the 40s tonight.
Ooh, damn.
Probably gonna be hot again
How
tomorrow.
You actually had to turn on your heater for once.
I'm not turning on my heater. Are you crazy?
Fair enough.
It's gonna go 13, 12, 10, 8, 4, 1, 1. With 50% snow, 40% snow, 40%
Nice!
What is snow? I live in California.
Hey, you live in NorCal, though.
I do not change my statement.
You
Is
have
that just bushfires galore?
You have way more access to snow than down here, so don't stop
I'll say
bitching.
Okay,
we even
sure,
get
I guess I'd
snow
try.
in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, you got fucking 51 degree weather, so I'm not surprised that it can go lower
Dude,
and then
so-
get snow.
It's funny. There's actually a town called Freeze Line.
Not
What's it called that?
Please tell me that snow just ends as soon as it gets to that town. That's why it's called freeze line. It's like,
Well, yeah,
if you go 10 feet out of town, there's snow. But if you walk into town, no snow.
Yeah, pretty much. It's at the freeze line. You love that it's never snowed.
Oh, that's great. I love towns that have such a straightforward naming nomenclature.
Oh, well, then you'd really love the town Howie in the Hills. That's a real town.
Is there just like one clan of like Howies and it's in the hills? Please.
I guess it was named by a dude named Howie who lived in the hills. I don't know, but that's the name of it. It's actually a really ritzy place too.
Dude, what the shit?
Yo, Howie got some bake.
Okay, fine. I'll just draw.
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna go get a small loan from Howie in the hills. Like the guy or the place. Yep, same thing.
There's also some places in Florida that you just wouldn't be able to pronounce.
Yeah. Why? Because it's like a bunch of scrambled letters put together.
No, because it's a Seminole name.
What does that mean?
So like the Seminole Indians.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So a lot of the names were kept.
That makes sense.
Like because like I don't know, I guess they're just I don't know why actually. I think it's because like for the most part they were fairly copacetic.
I like this guy.
Oh, Gokovic.
How else pronounce it? Oh, for the Welsh ones.
Oh god.
Oh, a
I
brave
used to live an
man.
hour down the road.
I think he had a stroke midway of saying it, but that's just me.
That's how you pronounce it. Your brain has a
Yeah,
diaphragm.
I mean, it's
I having a stroke midway.
Yeah.
it's shortened down to Gok or Gogogok. Gogogok.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
God bless.
Good needed. I think we're just waiting for Fred, unless he's here and he's just muted. I don't know.
I'm here muted. I have a very loud bag of candy in my lap.
Did you say a loud bag of candy?
Yes.
Said what he said.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, then we are all back, I believe. Let's get into it, shall we? Did I ever make a title card? I never did.
No.
Alright, well, give me a little bit. Alright, we're not starting yet. I'm gonna make a title card, because...
Wait, is it about to be daylight savings time?
Sunday.
It already
shit.
passed for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks for you.
Good. I'm going to get medication for this headache because I feel like I'm dying.
That's probably
You
smart.
do that. Shoo. Wait, why did I re-upload? This is a re-upload. Well, do they now? Too late now.
I didn't know there was a place called Athena, Florida. That's neat.
Oh, that's a cool name. Alright, this might be the wrong parameter for the dimension. Oh, no, actually, it's kind of terrible. See, reduced down by 5 squares. And its width.
Give me a second.
Oh my gosh, there's a town named Otter Creek. I'm moving there.
Oh no, it was
You just
trigger
run up to your wife,
word.
back bags. We're going.
Oh, that's a fun name. Wakasasa.
Interesting name.
I want to say it because it does sound fun, but I'm also afraid.
Okefenokee.
Okefenokee.
Okeechobee, Withlacoochee, Trilacoochee. Those are all places.
They're places, yeah.
I feel like you're about to hit us with a Hey Macarena.
Is there something funny about these names, Garth?
You walked into his trap.
There's
You
nothing
walked
I can
right
do
into
here.
his trap.
There's nothing I can
Walked
do.
right into
I'm
it.
just gonna
Yeah,
watch
you know,
Spider-Man.
He
I'm gonna
was
look up
setting it
Spider
up.
posters.
He was setting it up.
Oh, there's Homosassa, the Nodasassa.
They're so close to assassin in that. So close to having just assassin in the midst of that.
What's your main export, Assassins? Well, should have seen that coming.
Lucky.
Wikiwachi.
Right next to the Wild Wild West.
Never saw that movie.
Neither did I.
It was
but
not
the song's
good,
about
but it was enjoyable.
It was not good, but it was enjoyable. Okay. So one of those movies. Gotcha.
Non-elven, vaguely responsible, otherworldly species Neveros.
Any VR. Just making it into an anagram. Not an anagram. Whatever the word is.
A thing.
I do that.
Yeah. I do that.
Something to remember.
Factogram.
Meanwhile, if you're from probably the
What's your-
Highlands, the anagram is purge.
I'm just so happy y'all all picked all
Freaks of nature.
goofballs for the Hilllands. And just, I adore it.
I'm
Just,
happy.
you know,
that
I session 1.
I'm happy it's been accounted for by the setting or in my setting prep that
Oh,
you guys
everyone
don't
was
just
weird.
get lynched.
It's a fun picture.
I don't even think I can pronounce this one. This is great. Lake Wihoya Kakapaka.
Oh,
Kakabaka.
beautiful pronunciation.
Just call me sus.
You're gonna have to type that one out, I think.
There are some place names in Sweden that I do not feel comfortable translating because, yeah.
I'll chat.
Like,
Acronym.
Oh,
that was the
yeah.
word.
Wioyak. No, I'm not. Mm-mm.
Just don't.
Yeah, no,
Just don't,
no,
just
I'm not.
See,
Just don't.
I give up. Like the first 4 letters, that's enough.
there has to be like 3 different silent letters in that word, and I don't know any of them.
Mm-mm.
Kosahachi.
Weiho Yakapa.
Kusi. Kissimmee. Kissimmee's kind of normal. People refer to Kissimmee.
We all back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Need not is muted, so I take that as a technical no.
Oh, you know Howie in the Hills? There's an Ormond by the sea.
You know that they were friends. They were friends. How's it going, Orman? How's it going, Howie? How are your hills? Doing alright?
How's the sea?
Alright.
Cool? Oh, I see the Spanish
Welcome
coming.
back.
Yeah.
Salty. How's your hills, Paul?
Alright, we're all back. Let us get into it. You guys are all assembled in the... Hello, Tango. Hello, my cat's eye. What's your character? Quit
He's
the
also
back.
Baxi. God, we're so unreal.
No, it's a wild-shaped druid that's struck in wild shape.
He's an awakened animal, let's be honest here.
Mm.
You guys are in the... Well, colloquially it's referred to as Vital. As opposed to New Vital Collect. Particularly in the hustling and bustling inn, referred to as the Phoenix's Mantle. You guys are, unsurprisingly, since I just described as hustling and bustling, not alone in the establishment. There are plenty of fine folk here as well. You see Hillandic guardsmen. You see West Levy foreign legionnaires. Some off duty, some on duty, and they're just on a break. But these two military factions are not the only ones sharing the place with you. You see other adventurers, you see missionaries, you see some people who you don't know if you would trust to be alone with them in a dark alley. So on and so forth. But by the benevolence or good fortune of your guys' mysterious patron, Lyle Riviera, you guys have a corner booth to yourselves. And this is probably the first time you guys have... I say formally, I guess it'll be formal in a second. But you guys might have seen each other in passing. Because, well, it's up to you guys, in your own mental determinations, how long your character has, first off, been in the Hilllands, secondly, been in this town, in the Hilllands in particular. For all I know, one of you guys just got here yesterday. Or earlier this day. One of you might have been here a week or so.
Go to the map and show us where in the Hilllands is.
Certainly.
Should we clean off the stuff on the thing now?
Yeah, I should probably get rid of the guns and all the stuff.
Yeah. When did that gun appear next to my little...
What are you talking about? The so gun.
Yeah.
Vengeance will be swift.
You guys can leave your character origins where they are. Don't want to clutter around the space.
Oh, where they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Where
Hey,
they
Crash, can you
came
make
from.
the token smaller? Because
yeah.
I can't adjust the size of it.
There.
Look up here then.
Ah, it's too
Make 'em-
small!
Nope, they're hyper minuscule now. Sucks, bitch.
I didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask. I want mine to stay
Oh,
big.
gosh.
No.
Nope. Too bad. You're all getting shrunk.
Ah!
Who asked for
And
small?
then Fred's character doesn't exist anymore.
Who's asked for it small?
He deleted himself to hide. Cons.
I teleported away. No, I'm back.
You guys, the town of Vital is situated here.
Just under a letter in the Hilllands.
Right next to the D.
I was trying
Yes,
to
you're
avoid
right next to the
saying
D. I knew someone was gonna make the joke.
I
So
thought of it
I
immediately,
can't
like,
help myself.
I appreciate you had the wherewithal not to comment on it. You're learning, Garth. I'm proud of you. Which means the beatings will continue until education improves.
No!
So, that is where the town of Vital is located.
Wonderful, thank you.
Again, it is up to all of you to determine for yourself, self-determine how long you've been in town. How many nights you've stayed in this inn. In that vein of discussion, some of you guys may have seen each other in these some days you're staying here. But remember at the discretion of Lyle that you guys shouldn't go asking everyone you meet, hey, are you here to see Mr. Lyle? Hey, are you here to see Mr. Lyle? Hey, I don't suppose you're here to see Mr. Lyle. Yeah, I probably don't do that to every single person that looks like they're not from around here. Be a bit much. You guys keep to yourselves for one reason or another. Some of you more particularly in fear of, I don't know, a sudden trial.
Why are you asking around? Furry freak.
Lovely. But you guys were summoned, let known by one of the inn's workers. So not the innkeeper himself, nor any of the bar swains or bar wenches or whatever you want to determine them as. Just one of the workers. That Sir Riviera is here, and he's ready to talk with all of you. You guys get situated. I don't know if any of you guys have some quirk that you want the corner seat or the edge seat or whatever the most.
I want to be the furthest in the corner as possible, please.
Fair enough.
I want to be
Roger.
in the place that's closest to the door.
So the edge seat by that logic.
Yes.
Whichever spot has
Whichever
the best
edge is closest.
whichever spot has the best visualization of it.
You know, I just realized there's a way easier way to do this.
Wild concept.
Just draw a table for you guys to like sit around or something. That'd be crazy. You know, that'd be
Such a wild concept, yeah.
I know.
Imagine doing that.
That's fucking stupid. So this is the table, and then I'll draw, or I'll make some red indication for the booth.
Oh, I need to.
Where does hello come here? Well, how do you have the little name tag pop up?
Yeah, I've been wondering.
You enable it. I can enable it. See, so it's like enable. See, you know.
Ow!
Is that in the?
The settings.
It's in the token settings. I have to do it.
Oh, okay. I get you.
I need to do.
Can you do mine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if this is the corner seat, so like the rest of the
That is the
tavern
cornermost seat.
Okay.
Correct.
Cat. So it'd be like cat. Oh, lag. Hello, bud. There. That's a good spot.
Oh. My token is bugged.
What does this say?
Oh, there we go.
If anything, I feel like Silas should be like on the table knocking a cup off or something.
Wrecking havoc. I'm
Also
under
Bard,
the
so
table.
you being
Just like scuffing at people's feet. Just.
Yeah.
So situate yourselves wherever you so see fit. As I continue monkeying around. Okay, I'm not gonna draw the
he's
name
gone.
tag for Sajar because then it would be like a fucking
it's a
lie.
paragraph.
Could you?
Actually,
It's not a name, it's an essay.
I could tweak it to just be there. Just Sajar. There you go.
Could you set my token as default token? Please.
Thank you.
I shall.
Thank you.
Make sure it's all signed. Yes. Okay. Go to sheets. Enable to okay.
Let's just check it works.
Should yeah, it does. Okay.
These pierogies are just doused in butter.
Butter.
Lovely.
I can't believe it's not butter.
This stuff is terrible.
Okay.
I claim this.
Everyone
comment.
should have a token now. On
4,
when
5,
does anyone
6,
not
7.
see anyone else's name tag? Because the player will see their own name tag, but then other players won't.
I see everyone's name tag.
So
Yeah,
good.
me too.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
Roger. Good. Yeah, so sit
By the way,
wherever you
that's not a
fucking
seat.
want to sit. Assume that the bar, the main bar counter is to your south, so down, and then the entrance / exit. I guess there's technically two. There's one back door, one front door. Left and right, respectively. Back door, you had to go past the hallway where the bathrooms are, and then right is the front door, the double set door. So yeah,
Oh my god.
situate you guys
Oh.
wherever you want.
Which side was the door again?
Right. Well, the front door is to the right. Back door will be to the left.
So that way.
Correct. Yeah, I'll make
Easy question. Easy answer.
easy question, easy answer.
Ugh.
Oh no, you gonna.
No one's sitting by me.
You're
just
in
a
the,
smelly
you're
one.
in the corner.
The
Yeah,
unfortunate
She's
one.
the smelly one. You're the one covered in mud and Twinsian shit.
Yeah,
Probably
but we're
Actually
not
makes
to
sense
each
to that.
other.
Exactly. We're just quarantining it in one corner.
Yeah. Like recognizes like you're just like, oh, twins.
Hello.
Twins!
Hello.
No. The stench
Just
is
rub
all over.
shoulders. Just hello. It makes
You
too much.
both moved at the same time.
As you guys are sitting your asses down in the booth, it
This
doesn't
is where
take
it's
a
weird.
particularly insightful eye to realize that the room is tense. More so because a number of Hillandic people are looking at you.
Yes.
Hillandic guardsmen are not pushovers. If anything, they probably experience the most active military combat in the entire provinces. They are not pushovers, and they are highly trained to keep an eye on suspicious activity and Nevros characteristics, of which some of you brandish or more so than your friends.
I don't think anyone doesn't have a Nevros characteristic that is not on display.
That's
right. Besides me, I'm pretty standard.
Yeah, but you are keeping your identity hidden, so...
Oh, damn it! Damn it!
Yes, you are Queenie Nevros. Queenie Nevros.
I mean, I think the elf is probably pretty clearly not Nevros as well.
Yeah, the elf is,
Yeah, but,
ironically enough, the elf is the most normal-looking one amongst you.
I just got funky-looking eyes.
Yeah.
And horns.
Which is a bit ironic. So while Deet does not attract the attention of any Hilllanders, aside from being associated with all of you, he does attract the attention of the West Levy Foreign Legionnaires.
What?
Sylpholians do not like anyone that's not a human. Nevros are still considered human to them. So,
What?
between the two military factions in the room, you guys are heavily monitored.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of friends.
Correct. But your guys' designation, or designated friend, rather, begins to approach. He looks like that. He is
the man.
Quite clearly damp from traveling through the cold night, which has fog banks rolling in. You can even see the drecks of mud on his boots. He is otherwise dressed in a mix between a merchant as well as, or in ways of just a general traveler, a wanderer. He has a heavy-set cloak, a scarf that is a little bit undone now that he's entered deeper into the warm room. Thick pants, high riding boots. He does have a rather obvious longsword at his side. In its scabbard, don't worry, don't want rust out here. Other than that, he has a inquisitive look about him as he goes over to you, but with each step, he gets a growing smile. He goes over to the table and begins taking off his heavy coat and sort of throwing it behind a chair, like on the chair's back. Sorry about all of this, for being late. I trust you guys weren't waiting for too long. It's only been some 30 minutes since you guys were summoned. Whether or not your character determines that as long, I don't know.
That's
not too terribly long.
A couple of you talk at the same time, and he just sort of smirks to himself and looks between the two of you. That'll happen, I'm sure, frequently. Introductions. He's like halfway sitting down in the chair before shooting back up. And he does a bow. The gentleman will put one hand... Yeah, he puts one hand on his lower torso and flares out his right hand and does a bow, taking a step back. To those of you... One of you, chiefest of all, but to those of you that are versed in noble protocol, this is a very well-practiced and standard general bow. Obviously, depending on how prostrated you are to a particular noble, you might have a different degree of this bow, but in generality, this is the standard one, and he is quite familiar with it. Sir Lyle Riviera, at your service, just as you are all at mine, from the looks of it. It's a pleasure to meet all of you at last.
Anna does, because she's sitting down, she can't really get up to bow. She does like a pretty deep head nod, or head bow.
You
response.
Begin trying to stand up to bow back and stuff like that. Realize that you're obviously caught between a bench and a hard place.
A little bit.
And he just holds up two hands like, no, it's fine. I would welcome all of you to simply refer to me as Lyle. No, Sir Riviera, or anything of that sort. Just Lyle would do fine. I imagine we'll be more deeply acquainted in short time. And then he sits down.
Sorry, what?
Oh, your background noise. I'm hearing like a rapper. But not Parappa, though.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, see? I know where you guys are going.
I'm hip with the kids.
Yes.
He sits
They-
down, brings his chair closer in, and looks across you. Now, before I begin, do any of you have any pressing comments or questions or concerns? Aside from, he looks around the room, the rather judgmental glares.
Quite a welcoming reception.
Yes. But if I'm being honest, your unique natures are among the reasons, there are many, but they are among the reasons I requested some of you. But don't worry. As long as you all don't stir up the pot or cause any trouble, the Hilllanders legally have no precedent for which to hassle you. He looks over to the Hilllanders and the Westlive are actually de facto divided, segregated into their own little corners of the room. He looks over his left shoulder at the Hilllanders at the bar. He looks over his right shoulder at the West Levy that occupy the tables. The West Levy will make sure that you aren't hassled. And vice versa, he points at Deet. The Hilllanders will make sure you aren't hassled by the West Levy. That's just how the politics of the town works. So don't worry.
Wonderful.
Don't thank me. Thank the Hilllanders.
Nobody wants war in this case.
He shakes his head. No, some very much do, I assure you. Which is, if anything, I thank you for bringing up the topic. That is the reason I called to all of you. I represent a series of different factions in the southern provinces that look around this room, and it's quite clear that things of the Hilllands are not as peaceable as the armistice desires. I want to ensure that the peace holds. And I believe you are my avenue, or at least one of my avenues in doing that. If you accept that is. As you say, Miss Oriana, people don't want war. People being the grand term. The provinces, I don't think, want more war. This province, he shakes his head, does. They're just looking for a reason. So, the reason shall not arise from our side. So thusly, it is to the other side where our attention must lay.
And what side is that exactly?
The Nevros side. He reaches into his coat pocket, the one that's laying upon the back of the chair. Produces a map. The Nevros don't have the strongest hold over their own. And I have reasons and sources confirming those reasons to believe that it's only a matter of time before history repeats itself. And a first strike happens again. Then the armistice is broken, and war is back on. I'm not here to argue about whether or not war is beneficial or profitable or anything of that nature. My ethics and moralities on the subject are irrelevant. Though I wish I could say the same for the locals and the stationed. So, in simple terms, I am asking of all of you to join forces with me and some other interested parties and go north, beyond the fort line, beyond the hollow field, into the northern hilllands, and maybe even deeper into Wanderer's Weald if the cause arises, and I'm not asking you to confirm peace, but I at least am asking you to make sure that the embers there are not snuffed out. If you accept. Of course, you'll be well compensated for the matter. And he gives like a warm smile. I'd like to think that in due time, I will be more than a mere quest giver to you, a patron. But I'd like to, well, I'd hope, I would be someone you can trust upon.
Trust is earned when it is given. You have given, therefore you shall earn. You have mine.
He bows his head. Thank you.
I'm interested to see where this will go.
Will we have any direct interaction with other people that you work with?
Sometimes yes. A majority of the time, likely no. I'm afraid wanting for peace in the Highlands is a minority decision.
And I presume since you're acting on behalf of them, they like to keep their identities secret.
Some, yes. Others, you'll meet them in due time. And if anything, he reaches into the other side of his coat and produces a pocket ledger, essentially, like around that size. So it's like something you could easily fit in the, blazer's internal pocket, and pulls out 3, basically cards.
Like playing cards, or?
No, they're the size. I guess they're more on the size of a tarot card, but you can tell there's something on the other side. They all have the same back, though, just like a tarot or playing card would. You'll be inquiring upon these 3 in due time, but I want to at least hear. He puts it away. Your agreements. That being said, there's no shame if any of you want to leave. I understand.
I will not leave, but I am curious as to what you are doing with us here.
Of course. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't know how much I can tell you. I don't know what questions you'll ask, but I'd be happy to try, at the very least.
I have but one question. Bearing our natures around this party, I'm curious as to how you came across our names and locations in such a timely manner as to deliver us these letters.
Roll me insight.
That's my question too.
Same here.
Well, he's the one that asked the question. He gets to roll insight.
17.
That's good with a +2.
You see a glint, for but a brief moment, glance across Lyles' eyes. A glint of satisfaction. It is my job to monitor the people coming and going from this land. And given that all of you have such a unique disposition about you, I heard. As for the expediency of it, I suppose you can credit the network I am in charge of.
That is good to know. Try to remember the accent.
It'll happen, get used to it, it's fine.
And what network would that be?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to divulge the entire extent of it. But for you, my friend, if I can call you that, he reaches into, so he had a coat on before. He is still wearing like a vest. It's a halfway functional vest. Again, like I guess like a Gambeson's vest. So a staff vest. He reaches into that and produces something. And actually, where are you sitting on the table? Let's go back to that table. At the edge. How perfect. How perfect. He produces something. You guys can't see it in a manner similar to a magician who palms objects. So you can't see the palm thing. It'd be a really shit magician if you did. He palms something and shows it to you Redane underneath the table at an angle only you can see. And I will type to you what.
Would Deep be able to see seeing as she's next to it?
She can try. If she wants. But it's up to you, Dork, if you want to try to peep.
Sorry, my mom was calling. I had to go and help her.
Fair enough.
We can just default to no.
Wait, what happened?
Someone regale her while I am typing below.
We're getting a sneaky shot of something. Do you wish to peek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voyeur confirmed.
It's a perception roll.
Okay. Well.
Oh no!
You wouldn't have advantage. It'd just be the 3. So that's the
Oh.
first one of the game. Congratulations.
Damn, first roll.
Oh,
Let's
the
go.
first roll. Yeah. Oh, this better not be a running
buddy.
theme.
Meanwhile, Fred is sweating over there.
Yeah.
At least it's not me, okay?
Yeah. True.
You're just waiting.
This
It's
is
like,
this
I've
is
got
much
someone
the
else go.
beginning.
We'll find out soon enough how badly I'll roll this campaign.
He puts it away.
And that is your organization's position? That peace should be preserved?
Not in my organization's position, but it is the position that is being adapted.
Understood. Then it is one that should be worked towards.
I appreciate the cooperation.
How will this affect my race?
I don't really know.
I want to offer my services, but
If you want out, I won't blame you, as I said before, but I assure you of this. If war kicks up here, it will affect the rest of the land once more, as it did in the past.
I see. Then I want to help.
I'll take help. He looks to the rest of you. What's up?
Do you look full, Elvin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a high elf.
Which is why the West Levy aren't too fond of her.
Just see someone
We're just
sharpen
getting
their
hatred
knife.
from all sides here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're surrounded by people that don't like us for various reasons.
Yeah.
The Nevros of you, the West Levy are your friends, because Silpwolians like Nevros communities and Nevros people. As long as they're legal, that is. And you guys are all legal, right? You have your papers? Right?
How do
So
we...
shoot a
check
illegal Nevros quickly.
If you are an assimilated Nevros, which is to say your tribe has converted over and gone through what is lovingly referred to as the Trial of Chalices, then you get papers to prove that you're in the provincial fold. If you fail the Trial of Chalices, you get annihilated.
Oh! Okay. Right. Papers?
No, it's not even that someone shoots you, you literally just disintegrate by divine power. That's the Trial of Chalices. So, it's the ultimate vibe check, as my other group refers to it. I say that with 2 of them going through the Trial of Chalices and getting annihilated instantaneously.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fun thing, that. So that's the Trial of Chalices. It is one of the oldest religious practices of the provinces, because that's how they confirm you joined our side. You risk your
otherwise you
life
don't
on
exist.
it. Exactly. If you did not go through the Trial of Chalices, which is to say you're not an assimilated Nevros, you don't have papers. Which means you're technically, in the Highlands, 100% illegal. In fact, technically most places you're illegal, but this is, fun real-life thing. The Native Americans have such papers as well.
So, Lyle, are you... You represent a group of people which have different reasons, but what is your particular reason for wanting to stop this? Is it just out of kindness, or is it for some gain?
Help you. I believe you will be the ones helping me.
None of...
And how will this help happen? How
In
do
what-
we? In what do? What? Sorry, comment not good. What shall we do for you? In
I
this,
leave that into your discretions, as individuals and as a newly assembled party. But the plan I am advocating, the plan I am pitching, is to make sure the Nevros in the north that actually want peace are not outvoted and outgunned, so to speak.
is that why you wanted myself? And I assume you were Nevros as well, like going to Brandon. Is that why we are here?
That's not the only reason you're here, no, but it is a reason.
Okay. I am just curious, that is all. I was not expecting the paper you gave. It is all very new.
I'm happy to be an avenue of new beginnings for you then.
Very much, but yes, please be careful. I not read, so this was very hard to figure out. Very, very hard.
I'll be
I do
sure
not appreciate
to, if you do join on with us, I'll be sure to deliver correspondence to the fitting people and make sure it's disseminated across your group equally.
I thank you. That would be most wise. But
So-
I need experience, so I need the live out here. I join.
He nods.
Pardon?
What's up?
No, you just both of you skipped for a second. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I joined up.
Okay.
Let's say the
Well,
rest of
with
you.
my friend Verdane here in agreement, I have no reason not to accept. This sounds like a prime opportunity
Oh,
for a
Jesus
lot of
Christ.
things that I want.
So someone previous their mic really loud and that startled me.
Silas looks at Lyle and just like neutrally crosses their arms for something to do and just says, I'll help as well.
I'll take any I can get.
I just want to know why your personal reasoning for wanting a war not to spring up is.
My personal reasons are irrelevant.
Does
I might
one
not
need
have
a
such.
personal reason to not want war?
No, but it's an interesting judgment of character. Some
My
people
reasons
want-
are irrelevant.
Hmm.
Again, I might not have a reason. Maybe I'm just like the Hilllanders, and maybe I want war and bloodshed, and the tragedies thereof to spring back once more. But it's not about what I want, regardless.
Fine, I'll help.
Very well.
Probably by-
And what are the parameters that we will be operating in?
No. In due time. Maybe I missed it because I have that extra chromosome ticket still. I don't think Brendan has said yes.
If,
You haven't
if I'm
missed it.
correct, I don't think any of us have said our names.
Well,
too.
regardless,
We're labeled, okay? We can see our labels.
well, Lyle knows your guys' names. He wrote the letters which had your names
Yeah.
on them.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Yeah,
knows.
so him knowing is fine.
that he, regardless, you guys can all determine that Brendan didn't say yes yet because he just hasn't said yes yet.
He hasn't said much yet.
Yeah, so he does. I think you're the last one, so he looks to you.
I turn back from looking at Anushka and go, I believe I would be up for this task. Heading north aligns with my goals.
You'll find many experts on esoteric things up there.
That is not what I am worried about. But thank you for the advice.
Notes that down.
Notes that down.
It's like flipping through notebook.
Then I'm happy to have all of you with me. Now back to your question. He looks to you, Redan. What was it again? Just so I can answer in proper detail.
What parameters will we be operating in? And under what authority do we have to achieve them?
Parameters, technically none. I am hoping you all leave this night under guise of fog and night. After some further things, but we'll get to those shortly. Under whose authority? Simultaneously, the powers vested unto me and none. I'll get you something, though. At the very least, to those that are aligned with us. Those tokens you all have. The ones I sent to all of you. They'll be changing in short time. The initials on the back will change to yours.